420 fam, what's up? GC Ganja, back in here, fresh waking up, fam. I don't know, man. It seems like every day that I come home, I'm starting to fall asleep like earlier and earlier, fam. It's because I work so much like earlier than I used to. I used to go to work like around 10, 10, 11. But lately I've been getting up like at 7 a.m., fam. Just trying to get a head start, you know what I mean? So that shit takes a toll, man. It starts to catch up with you. It's a whole lot of sleepy vibes lately, you know? But, I mean, it feels good because I never really been the type of dude to take a nap, you know? So it's kind of nice that, I get to catch up a little bit on some sleep. But I told you guys that I was going to come back live, man. We did a video not too long ago. So I just wanted to stick to my word, man. So here I am. We got a couple months. And I saw that it's going to rain tomorrow, fam, like towards the afternoon. But I could already see that shit coming in. Like it's starting to get real foggy out here. So I'm glad I was able to come out like right now compared to like, 2 a.m. Because then it's even worse. It's like super cold, super foggy at that point. So I'm kind of catching it before it all settles in and shit. But good, man, because I'm looking forward to it, fam. I'm done with the whole warm, sunny, sunshine vibes, fam. Like I want cold, gloomy, gray skies, rain, fam. Like I want that shit. I've been waiting for it. Last time it rained, it was like a couple weeks ago, and it was all day, but it was like for one day. Next day, it was already starting to be sunny and shit. I'm like, man, it's supposed to be real cold this winter, and you can already tell that it's like there's like a lag in the weather change, fam. Like it should have been cold, and you know what I'm saying, but it's barely starting to get there. So yeah, the only thing about the cold weather, fam, is that I get nervous to come out here and smoke around this time, just because like when it's real cold outside, a dude just don't want to get sick. I've been doing good too, fam. Like I know there's people out there already starting to fucking get sick and have those symptoms and shit, and it's like, I'm not trying to deal with that shit. Shit, I've been trying to do good, like taking vitamin C's and multivitamins and shit like that, and it's been working out for me. I just gotta stick with that, man. What's up, Rigo? Peace and love, fam. Smoking this weed, man. We got this crop duster shit. Strain I never had before up until I got it. And it's a indica strain. And it clocks in at like 19% THC. And it's got a really like diesel, gassy, like funky vibe. Kind of skunky, you know? It's a real loud, real dank bud, fam. Rigoberto, yeah, I fuck with you, bro. I know. But yeah, just another late night session. I fell asleep, fam. Like I've been doing that lately, unintentionally. Like I'll just get real comfortable and I'll just crash, fam. Smoking some purple Skittles, that sounds good. I don't think I've ever had. Yeah, I've only had original Skittles. I think if there is an original shit, I forgot which one I had, but it was good. But that shit that you got sounds good, fam. Yeah, it's a little chilly tonight, fam. So I had to come out here correct. Sweats, sweater, man. Gotta keep that shit warm. thanks for joining me, fam. Shit, I don't really like coming on right now. I don't really expect to catch too many people just because it's real late, and I know it's real early for a lot of you guys out there with the whole like time difference and shit. But when the homies slide in here, man, it definitely helps with the vibes, man. So to the ones popping in, I appreciate you. Got them UFC fights later on today. Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw. Sugar Sean versus Peter Yan. And Oliver. Oliver. I always forget how to say my boy's name, man, but they got him against Khabib's boy, Khabib. That shit's gonna be crazy, man, so I'm looking forward to those fights. I was watching those embedded vlogs that they do leading up to the fight. It's usually like during fight week, you know what I mean? So those are pretty lit, man. Hell yeah. Feeling good already though, fam. It doesn't take much. It starts off light, but shit. The more you smoke, the heavier this shit gets, man. So back to back blunts usually do it for me. Should have put me out. Any new movies lately? Shit. Other than that Moonfall I was watching last night, that's a pretty dope movie, man. It's about the moon falling out of orbit, and the closer it gets to the Earth, like it starts to fuck shit up, makes things like apocalyptic and shit, you know? It's a dope movie. It's like a 2 hour movie, man. So yeah, if you're looking for something good to watch, if you like that kind of shit, you know, that's a good movie to watch. But shit, beside that, nothing really. Just watching my shows, man. Waiting for new episodes to drop and shit. Kind of sad. My Ring of Power, that shit. That season's already over with. House of Dragons is almost over with, man. That's my shit too. House of Dragons, that shit is crazy good. But what about you guys, man? What's good? What's the hot shit out there, man? Let me know what the good shows are. I don't care what it's about, really. I just, something that's gonna keep me locked in, engaged, you know? And I don't like a lot of talking, fam. Like, I don't know what it is with these directors and shit. Like, I can't stand a lot of talking or a lot of, like, jumping back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, flashbacks, and then it jumps to present time and into the future and shit. Like, that's just too much. You know what I'm saying? I like action. I like when that shit gets straight to the point, you know? But stand-up comedy, man, it depends on who it is, to be honest. I don't really fuck with the Kevin Hart stand-up comedy series no more. Like, I feel like his shit got mad corny. I feel like comedy is going in a very corny, you know, just vulgarity is what it's all about now. Controversy and making fun of shit. You know, it has its time and its place for certain situations, but for the most part, I feel like a lot of shit is just corny, man. Like, I just miss a lot of the classic comedies. You know, kings of comedy, man, like Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence, Bernie Mac, shit like that. Everybody else so sensitive. Yeah, real talk, man. And it's cool. Like I don't really give a fuck. Like freedom of speech or whatever. People are entitled to their opinions. You can't really argue with somebody about how they feel. But shit just be mad corny, fam. Like a lot of shit feels forced and I don't know. Oh yeah, that cancel culture, man. You gotta be careful what you say online, fam. Shit, I might fuck around and get canceled. But yeah, man, that's kind of like how they did the baby. My boy said some shit about how he don't fuck with like the gay community or whatever. You don't really see shit about that boy no more, unless you specifically search. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember he was all over the radio, all over social media and shit. That boy is just ghost now, man. They blackballed my boy. I don't know what happened. But that shit does happen. But sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. If you're gonna come off like arrogant and dismissive and condescending, and of course you're gonna get like people ain't gonna fuck with you, man. People don't like ugly, and if you do, something's wrong with you. You must be ugly yourself. You know what I'm saying? But for me, like I talk about how I feel, but I'm not rude about the shit. Like I don't know. It's just your delivery is everything, fam. Some people just can't fucking deliver, dog. Like the way some people choose to go about certain conversations and shit. I just feel like there's no more consideration for people's feelings and you know I don't know, fam. Like me. I don't really. There's too many people out here just throwing their opinions where it's not needed. Tossing in them 2 cents in. It's like, what happened to people? Like, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. You know what I'm saying? That's such a. We all heard that. Mom told all of us growing up, like, you gotta treat people how you want to be treated. You gotta be respectful of, you know, people's, like, how can I say it? You gotta respect the difference in people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. And then you got people that just give a fuck too much about shit that don't really concern them. You know what I mean? Like people just want some shit to jump onto to talk shit about, right? You know what I'm saying? People love the opportunity to team up on somebody, especially people out here doing things. People don't like to see people do like prosper, man, or come up in this world, and it's fucked up. Me personally, I love to see people do well. I love to see good things happen to people. You know, shit. But that's just me, man. How do you expect good to come to you if you can't even be like happy for somebody when goodness comes into their life? Good things happen to them. But shit, it'll surprise you how many people are like out here for themselves and don't really give a fuck about anybody else. And it's okay, man. It's okay for people to be selfish with their time, especially when you got shit on your own plate and you're trying to like make things happen for you and yours. It's okay to be distant, to love people from a distance. You know, you gotta be all up in everybody's face, man. You know, just because you got family members, that don't mean you gotta be all up in their face either, man. We're all just out here trying to make it, you know? Sometimes we gotta get focused, and some of us can't really focus when there's too much noise around, too many people around, you know? Some people just kind of gotta like cut shit off and just focus. You know what I'm saying? You might be one of those people. But that's why, man, I just, you know, I keep my head down. I focus on what I gotta do, and life is good. Life is peaceful. There's not too many things fucking with my energy, you know, other than like the things that I allow to bother me. I mean, because you can't really be bothered by something unless you like give it that opportunity. So, yeah, man, I just try to stay positive all the time. I mean, it's got me this far. You know, I don't really stress too much, fam. I just try not to. You know, I mean, things happen, things come up, and you can sit there and soak in it and cry about it and shit. You know, but that's not gonna do you no good for your character, for your confidence. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. We all got problems. Even the people that you think are doing really good for themselves, probably even better than you. You can't think about it like that, fam. We all have our own journeys, and you know, sometimes things look a certain way, but in reality, we all go through things. We all have trials and tribulations, and we all got obstacles. And just remember that there's real problems out there in this world, fam. So, like, some of the shit that we can just kind of not cry about makes it all that much more easier. So, I just try to be that positive, you know, that positive for you guys. You know, I know some of you guys might come in here and might be thinking like, damn, you know, shit, I got this going on, you know, but just know that we all got something going on. So you're not alone. That's number one. It'll be all right. That's number two. And just don't stress, man. I know it's easier said than done, but once you get it down, you know, once you realize like, okay, my mental is pretty sturdy, you know, pretty solid. Like, yeah, I'm low key stressing about this, but I'm not letting it fuck with my day. Because every day is precious, fam. I mean, some of us ain't gonna wake up tomorrow in this world. And it's crazy to think about that, man. You know, sad, but that's the reality. So just enjoy it, man. Like, you ever stop and just look around? Look at the sky, the clouds, the colors of you know, just the things around you and shit. You know, sometimes you just gotta slow the fuck down and get the materialistic things off of your mind and just enjoy that you're fucking able to walk around and breathe and be on earth. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people that I know that are no longer with us, and it's just crazy how the world just keeps going. It don't slow up. It don't, you know, nothing, fam. Life just continues. So it's really like it's it's a privilege, man, to be here, to be alive, man. Especially, you know, some of us grew up tough. Some of us grew up maybe in situations that, you know, things could have got crazy and you might not be here today. Or, you know, some of us may have grown up with like a sickness or something that we've been able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that I know that have had serious illnesses, man, and they're here today. And it's a blessing, G, like, for real. So just be positive, fam. That's all I'm trying to say. Just be positive. Try not to stress. And life is so much better. It's brighter. You know what I mean? And just smoke good buds. I mean, shit. Nothing puts you in a better mood than a good indica, I feel. I mean, there's some sativas out there that give you guys a little pep in your step, but when you got a fire ass indica that just punches you in the body, man, and it just feels good. It feels amazing. Especially around this time, you know, it's all quiet and shit. Everybody's asleep. The world is, you know, the world is fast paced, man. So when it feels calm and relaxing, man, it's beautiful. So yeah. Hey, but I'm human though. Like I talk all this talk, but sometimes, man, I let things get to me, and I'm not proud of it. But I try to learn from it. I try to find the light in dark situations, you know, because you just have to, man. I don't see how some of you guys do it out there that are just so negative and sour, like walk around with attitude and shit. It's like, man, that's not a way to live, man. That's kind of miserable. That's depressing shit right there. But when you walk around and you just like grateful for the things that you have and not the things that you want, shit. A lot of y'all get distracted out there by these materialistic things, man. And I blame social media, fam. Straight up. Before social media, man, we all just kind of like enjoy things a little bit more. I feel like now it's like everything's a competition. Who's doing what? Who's doing better than who? You know what I'm saying? Who has the nicer car? Who has the bigger house? Who fuck all that shit, fam? Because it's like that's the wrong thing to focus on. And like it's a distraction to like real happiness. You know what I'm saying? Real joy in life is just waking up and being happy to be here. You know, some of us wake up and all you care about is like, man, how am I gonna get that fucking Benz or that Lambo? And you wake up like, man, how am I get that, you know, 2-story, 3-car garage house, you know, hidden in the hills, like these celebrities that we all just pay attention to everyday life. That's why I don't really follow no celebrities, man. For what? You know, I see you when I see you, man. I watch a lot of TV. But I'm not gonna sit here and watch them like splurge out and do these things that I mean I don't got no relation to, you know. I don't know what it's like to be on a private jet, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, wow, you know, like damn, you know. I mean, good for you. Some of us are blessed in different ways, man. But you can't let the luxury things distract you from like the real luxuries in life, which is just, you know, peace within yourself, finding joy in the little things, and just being humble, man, being grateful for what you have and not focusing so much on the shit that you don't have. Like envy is a ugly thing, you know. It could really discourage people, make people sour and shit, jealous, man. It's that's ugly. But shit, I'm chilling, fam. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I just wanted to come out here and just bring a nice vibe. Try to stay warm, man. I've been doing pretty good though. Smoking that Sleepy Joe OG. Shout out to the homie Jan. That sounds good. I never had that before. I'm smoking this crop dusters. It's pretty good weed though, fam. Like the more you smoke, that shit gets heavy. So we're definitely feeling some weight right now. Some pressure all throughout the body. It's like a tingly buzzing sensation. But I feel that pressure all in the face, fam. It's like a face melt. Joe Biden OG, you don't know where you're from after Smokey. For real, shit. That's funny, man. But shout out to you guys, man. Thank you to the few that are in here keeping me company. G, like, yeah, man. This is what I like to do, man. I like to keep it real simple and just come out here and just talk about whatever's on my mind with you guys. Smoke good weed. You know, I'm always trying to look for something good, something for a good deal. And I'm always trying to like change it up. Sometimes I want to go back to the shit that I know is fire, but then it's like, I don't know. I just feel like I like to explore different strains. I like to know what's good. That's why I'm always asking you guys to drop the strains you're smoking on. Because I feel like a lot of you guys feel me. I tell you guys all the time, like, I'm a big indica dude. I like heavy shit. So there's a lot of strains out there, man. And I kind of just keep like a mental note of some of the strains you guys are smoking on just because I feel like you guys feel me, man. I feel like you guys know what I'm talking about. So if you got something good, man, drop that shit because you never know. I might just come with it the next video. A lot of you guys be on them concentrates though lately. I know vaping is the thing right now, but I'm not really into that, fam. I like to smoke flower. That's really about it. Not big on concentrates just because, like, I feel like if I go that route, then I'm gonna fuck up my tolerance when it comes to this flower. And I like my tolerance right now. I get pretty smacked off of this flower shit. So if I went to the concentrates and shit, that shit would just make me want that. So I don't know, something to keep in mind. But just I don't know what it is about the flower. I just like to look at it and break that shit down and smell it, and I love the sticky fingers and all that shit, man. It's a whole vibe. But yeah, man, we're coming up to the end of this blunt, fam, and it's literally getting like more cold as we continue. I'm starting to see like mist in the air, so I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting this video off because I am not trying to get sick. So on that note, man, peace and love to you guys. Enjoy the rest of the night or the morning, whatever time it is where you're from. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go add a dude on IG.